I'm in another hotel. I'm traveling as always for work. Not as always, but as of recently. Anyways, nerd gummy clusters, anyone? Okay, listen. I want to talk to you guys about what's happening for the hurricane. I've gotten so many questions. Okay, so what happened was, I'm sorry this light is flashy. It's the only thing that's bright enough. Okay, so what happened was, Hurricane Helene came through last week, right? Hold on. I'm going to put my comment match, or text me if you want a color match for this makeup. Okay. For free color match. And also, you guys, I want you to know that when you text me, it actually really is me. Like, it's me. I'm the problem, it's me. Okay. So this is what had happened. So I am an affiliate with Saint, this makeup company, right? Well, this company basically had said, hey, if you do a really good job, like selling makeup, like whatever, you can earn this rewards trip. Now, mind you, hey, Chrissy. Hello. How is everyone? So Saint was an MLM, multi-level marketing. It's not anymore. Now it is just an affiliate marketing program, right? Well, with the new affiliate program, they're basically offering like sales rewards, kind of like how I go to Mexico. I earn the Mexico trip every year with Saint, because that's like, it's a sales incentive, right? They want you to sell more freaking makeup. So here's what I'm going to explain what I'm doing. Okay. So last week I live in Tampa, Florida, by the way. Okay. So last week I decided that I gotta be careful what I say because it was a private investigator case. So one of my clients asked me to continue working on a case that you guys have heard of. Okay. You've heard the story. And so the client called me and said, hey, we're doing a continuation of this case. It's in another state, right? So I'm like, all right. And he says, do you want to take it? I'm like, sure. So I go to this state for 4 or 5 days last week. And I worked this case. All was fine and well. Great. Well, so immediately when I get home, he says, hey, can you come work this case again? And I was like, yeah, it's fine. Like, I don't mind traveling. I can do my Saint business from anywhere. And I'm licensed in the state of Florida for private investigation, but I can consult. Anyways, it was a whole big thing. So I was like, yeah, like I can work this case, whatever. And my license is reciprocated. It has reciprocity in other states. Anyways, so I go to do this. The surveillance last week, right? And this was during the time Hurricane Helene. It was I did this surveillance after Helene had come through. Fine. Well, this trip that I earned from Saint, we are supposed, by we, I mean me and my husband and my son, are supposed to fly out of Orlando on Wednesday afternoon after Ryan gets out of school, right? So we were going to pick Ryan up from school, go to the airport, head out, and go on a Mediterranean cruise for 10 days in Europe. And it's Greece and Turkey and, Cyprus and, all these other places in Italy. And I was going to show Ryan where I used to live in Italy. And, just kind of, this is going to be a great European vacation for us and like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that this company has like given us. Like they basically said, hey, congratulations. Like we'll pay for you to go on this trip, this balcony and this cruise. And I'm like, all right, cool. So... But the hurricane is supposed to hit us, is supposed to hit Tampa Bay 8 a.m. Wednesday morning. Well, we can't keep our flights at Wednesday afternoon because the airports are all going to be shut down, even across to Orlando, right? So I'm like, so we need to change our flights. Well, I took this PI case in this other state, thinking I could take this PI case for a couple of days, go home on Tuesday in enough time to, kind of gather my stuff, finish packing my bags, and head to Europe, right? So that was the whole plan. Well, so I had already agreed to take this case in this other state, and I called Expedia because that's where I booked my flights originally. I always use Expedia. It's just easy. They're great to work with usually. So I booked my flights with Expedia, and then I called Expedia and said, hey, there's a hurricane. I need to change my flights, right? So they say, okay, if you need to change your flights, I have 2 available changes that I can make. For the original flight was for Orlando to Newark, New Jersey. And then from Newark, New Jersey, we would fly out to Brussels, and then from Brussels into Germany, right? Or Brussels into Greece. And then we would stay in Greece for the one night. And then the next day we would board the ship and we would already be there. Saint is providing transportation. They're providing the room. They're providing everything, right? Fine. So, by the way, see how easy I just applied that? I love this makeup so much. They said, well, there's only two in the class that you chose, because I chose business class because I wanted to that's a long flight and I kind of wanted the boys to be comfortable and I wanted to be comfortable, whatever. Well, they said in the business class, you can't downgrade. So I only have 2 seats available, so I can change 2 of them. So they separated the reservation, the flight itinerary that we had booked from Justin and Ryan, my husband and my son, so that they can fly out on, instead of Wednesday afternoon as planned, they have them flying out Tuesday evening, because we have to get out before Wednesday, before the hurricane comes, or nobody's gonna be able to fly out. So they are now flying out from Orlando the night before. So they're gonna fly out Tuesday night. Well, I was supposed to come home from this case in the state that I'm in now. I was supposed to come home on Tuesday. We were going to leave together on Wednesday. Well, I talked to my client and I said the only reason they asked me to do a longer surveillance, but I said no, because I was going to Europe. So I said, hey, I'm here for one more night. So they're like, all right, do the surveillance. So they pay me a little bit extra. So I'll do an extra night of surveillance and I will fly from the state that I'm in directly to Newark, meet the boys in New Jersey and fly out together on our Brussels flight. Okay. So shit show. But that was the only way to do it. We had to get their flights sooner. It cost me an arm and a freaking leg, several legs, at the leg of the freaking Holy Ghost is what this costed me, okay? I had to pay for it was wild. Anyways, so we get the 2 boys' flights booked, and the only thing they could find for me was to fly me out on Wednesday with a connecting flight and then fly to New Jersey. And so now we can fly out together, right? Well, the first girl that I talked to at Expedia, I was on with her for 3 hours maybe on the chat. And she was, she's trying to book flights. And every time you ask a question, please give me 5 to 7 minutes to whatever. But it's on chat. I'm used to chatting and texting and whatever, right? So she goes and she's looking up these flights and she's looking up new arrangements and everything. And I'm trying to think, should I fly home and then fly there with them? But they couldn't do that because they only had the 2 reservations. And so they had to separate the reservations and do all this stuff. It took her 3 or 4 hours. I think it was 4 hours to do everything and get them all squared away, right? So I get an email confirmation for the guys, and it said, here is your travel arrangement. And it says Justin and Ryan, 9:15 p.m. on Tuesday, and then arriving in Newark, New Jersey, 11:59 p.m. And then they could just get a hotel in Newark, New Jersey, and the next day I'll meet them in Newark, and then we'll fly out on our next leg of the flight, which is to Brussels. Okay, so she sent me the email confirmation for them, and I'm like, okay, great. I saw it in my email. Well, then she does my flight, and she says, okay, so if we're going to put you on a different flight, and you can't be on the same flight with them anyways, I'll take your advice. I will book direct. I don't know what to do. Expedia is all in one place, and I don't know, but I can totally do that. Thank you for the advice. Will you send me a message, please? I'd love to hear more about that. And because I tried to book direct for the flights with, directly to, Greece, because we have to fly into Greece by way of Newark, New Jersey and Brussels and then Greece. And then the cruise around, the coast. So then we fly out from Rome to Washington to Florida. So we have a lot of legs of flights. So I would love to. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to reach out to y'all. Send me a message, please. I'd love to keep your information because I have to book a flight to Maui. I earned a trip to Maui from Saint, and I go in March. So I would love that. So now she sends me the email confirmation for the guys, right? For their confirmation for their trip. I'm like, all right. Well, then she goes to book mine, and she says, okay, we can fly you out of the state that you're in, but there's 2 major cities in this state. And one of them is here, one of them is here. And they're 2 hours away, apart from each other. And so the only one she can get me out of was the one that's going to be 2 hours away from where I was, but whatever. So she's like, all right, we book your flight. So she sends me this text format, like not even HTML, just like this text format, like email with like the new itinerary for mine. And that was another arm and a freaking leg, right? Okay. So she sends me that. So she's like, all right, here is the flight information for the guys. Tuesday night, 9:15 to 11:59. Yours is this. And I was like, well, can't I just like book a real quick trip to Newark and just like call it a day? And she's like, no, because if there's one leg of the flight that you don't get to, that you don't do, they'll cancel the whole entire flight. Like even from the Newark, New Jersey to Brussels and Brussels to, to Greece. So you can't do that. So she's like, you have to go on every single flight. So I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So she sends me the thing, and praise God, I am a private investigator and don't trust nobody. Y'all know I don't trust nobody, because she says, here's the flight information for these guys on this date, this time. And I'm like, okay, screenshot, right? Well, then I end up looking at my new itinerary and the guy's new itinerary, because I was going to send the boys' new itinerary to my husband, because at this point, because they have to leave early because of the hurricane or else they'll get stuck in Florida. I was going to send in the stuff, and I just happened to take a peek over it, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. They have them leaving at 6 a.m. on Tuesday, and I'm like, that's not going to work out. Like, my husband still had to work that day, you know what I mean? So, like, anyways, so we ended up having to get back on the horn with Expedia, and I'm on hold on the phone, and it says, you might wait 15 to 25 minutes or whatever. We'll have someone call you back, right? So I'm waiting for someone to call me back. Meanwhile, I'm texting on the app, like trying to get someone to help me there. So I've got like multiple different people working from different angles. So when I call back, I said, hey, the girl that booked my flight, that, changed everything. Look how dark this bronzer is. I just want to show you how it's not dark. I love doing the bronzer. You should always get the bronzer. By the way, if you want to get matched for this makeup, just comment match and I'll do your color match for you. So anyways, what was I saying? I interrupted myself and now I'm sorry. Excuse me. So I get back on with Expedia. And I said, hey, the girl who booked my new flights, she booked them wrong. She charged me for this flight and sent me the information. This is what she charged me, but the email she sent me does not have those. That's not the correct flight. So then the guy that helped me at that time was like, okay, well, let me help you. Or no, that was a woman that time. So she says, okay, let me help you, whatever. Well, she gets on the chat app, and I'm still on hold for someone to call me back from like customer service or whatever. And thank you, my friend. I'll send you the link to get color match. You should get it automatically in your Instagram DM. By the way, did you guys know I'm grounded from Facebook live? I can't go live on Facebook for 29 days because I did who freaking knows what. So now my Facebook is right now because I can't go live. I can't connect with my people. So that's kind of stupid. I don't know why. I have no idea. I don't know. It pisses me off. I can't even, not even in my beauty group. It's wild. Anyways, you can catch me here if you want, and I'll do my best to stay in touch on my stories there. Okay. So anyways, I told them what had happened, and she's like, okay, let me take a look. Give me 5 to 10 minutes, right? 5 to 7 minutes, whatever. So she comes back 5 to 7 minutes later. I'm still checking, blah, blah, blah. So that goes on for 5 to 7 minutes at a time. So this is turning into another 3-hour, 4-hour long conversation, right? Meanwhile, I have these other people like on the horn to like call me back right away for like a situation so that I can, get this resolved. So I talked to this lady, and she's on the texting app on the Expedia thing where you can actually like text with them. Thank you guys. I'll get the color match form to you. It should be right in your Instagram DMs. She says, hey, I can take care of that for you. Basically, I can get you on the right flight. Let me just take care of this, whatever. So she takes this huge, like thousands of dollars out of my bank account to charge me for it. The first girl, right? The second girl says, no, we need to cancel it and refund it. Let me redo it. And I'm like, all right. I know, right? Why would they kick me off Facebook? Like, I'm so nice. Like, I do nothing wrong. Like, I'm a rule follower. Like, I do not like breaking the rules. It gives me anxiety. So, like, I don't know what's going on. But anyways, girl, I'll teach you eyeshadow. You in the right place. So she says, I'll help you. Let me refund you. Well, when you get I use a debit card, right? Like I don't use a credit card. Like this is like real time. But when they take the money, they take it instantly. But when they refund it, it's like 3 to 5 business days. And there's a hurricane coming, so that means like 12 days, whatever. Anyways, so, what What was I saying? Oh yeah. So they take the money and she's like, well, we're going to have to cancel, like refund that and charge you again correctly for the correct, and do it all again. So I'm like, fine, right? So now I've been charged twice for thousands of dollars. One of them will be a refund. I'm talking like a lot of thousands of dollars. And one of them will be a refund, later on or whatever. So then, what happened next? Oh, so then this girl says, is this okay to carry on? And I said, yes. And then it didn't say delivered. And then I said yes, and it didn't say delivered. And then it said chat box disabled after several hours of talking to her. So then, Debbie, I'm so sorry. If I lose my Facebook, that is like 800,000 followers. I'll lose a lot of business, but I don't care. I'll start over. I like connecting with people. So then, it says chat box disabled. So now this whole hours long conversation I'm having with this lady, meanwhile, she's texting me going, hello, like, I haven't heard from you. I have to hang up now. Please, call us back or start over if you need more help or whatever. And I'm like, no, wait, don't do this to me. Shit show. Freaking shit show. So I'm like, oh my Lanta. So then I'm still waiting for someone to call me back from that queue where it says, put in your phone number and we'll call you back whenever there's availability or whatever. I'm still waiting for them to call me back. Oh girl, you can interrupt. If your Saint makeup creases under your eyes, there's usually too much. And if you're using too much, it's probably the wrong shade. So send me a picture and let's figure out what shade because you should be using very, very little in that crepey area. And we can probably even try like a color corrector instead. So I'll work with you on that. Just make sure you send me a text. I can help. Just text me directly. Y'all, I swear to God, when you text me and you're like, hey, can I get a color match? It's not like a robot. It's me. It's just, okay. Anyways, so then I had to call again. So now we're on for another 3 hours. Okay. So 11 hours total I spent with Expedia trying to get this squared away. Right. And I'm trying to figure out like logistics, like how can I get to Newark, New Jersey without canceling the whole rest of the leg of the flight, whatever. So then finally, all at one time, I have the screenshots that I had saved because I don't trust nobody. Cause y'all know I'd be keeping receipts. I have a screenshot and you can edit a screenshot, but you know what I mean? Like I had it. Anyway, so, hey, thanks. I'll get that color match form to you. You guys if you want the color match, comment the word match by itself in my little program situation, goes to your DM and says, here's my color match form. It's cool. I was so proud when I set that up. But then once you get a color match, like you just text me like, no, Jessica, I do not have time to sit with them for hours. I was packing for Europe and for this surveillance case while they're on the text machine. So anyways, it was a long, very long, very long day. This is, by the way, the angel illuminator. These illuminators look really scary, but look how pretty. And it just melts into your skin. I'm in this hotel and I want to go to Walmart because I need a heated blanket. Does it seem like she's on something? No, this is baseline. I'm not on anything ever. I don't do drugs. I never did. It terrifies me, and I'm a goody two shoes. And also, I don't do coffee. This is like I wake up with this energy. I'm not on nothing. I swear. Ask anybody here. No, you're really wrong. I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. I mean, I don't not drink alcohol, but like I'm just not a drinker. I'm not like against it or anything. I just don't drink alcohol. This is just I wake up with this energy. That's why it's kind of addictive when you come here because you're like, holy shit, like this girl's kind of, woo, but I like her. It's kind of fun. Anyways, so then I finally spent another 3 hours with this dude. Meanwhile, I have this dude and his supervisor. And then someone had finally come back from the phone, called me back on the phone. They said 15, 20 minutes. It was like 4 hours. Anyway, so then they come back on the phone and now they've got a supervisor. So now we've got, she's like this morning, Jen Ellis said she's morning, noon, and night. Jen Ellis and I were just together for like a week at the conference. Like she knows me in person. What will you do with the blanket when you leave for Europe? Leave it here. I don't know what to do. I really don't. I don't know what to do, but I need my heated blanket. I can't. Like, I need it. Hey, Katie! Who said, please book direct. You will save so much money. I tried doing that, and it was like $bazillion. And so what it's costing me anyways. Thank you. I'll look in your DMs. It should have a thing that says, hey, thank you for, getting a color match. You don't have a car to worry about. What, on surveillance? Or you mean at home? I have like, well, listen, and also, so when I'm in Europe, the storm is coming, right? So we were supposed to fly out on Wednesday. Well, the hurricane's hitting on Wednesday. Yikes. Yikes is correct. It's, but it's, listen, I made straight A's. I have a 20-year-long private investigator career. I'm a makeup slinger, and I'm the top in this company. I do pretty good by people. I'm a good, solid girl. I'm a good friend and good wife and good mama. And so if yikes that I have a lot of energy, if that's my worst quality, I'll take it. I like it. Oh, yeah, you ordered it. I'm so excited. Okay, so listen, we decided if we fly out on Wednesday, we can't because the airports are going to be shut down. It's going to be a Cat 3. Like, it's going to hit us hard. Like, we are going to get fucking spanked, okay? And from the last hurricane 2 weeks ago, from Hurricane Helene, it ripped off like a row of shingles, like this huge area of shingles off my house. So it started raining into my upstairs living room. My son lost his Xbox, PlayStation, all the things. Like, we had to replace everything. By the way, this new setting powder, it's called Feather Dust, whatever. This is the Vanilla Dust setting powder, which is like a translucent setting powder. And then the new one is more like a sheer, a little bit more glowy. Oh, coffee is... Ugh. Yeah, it's going to be really strong. So, but we still haven't gotten our roof fixed from the last Hurricane Helene 2 weeks ago. And so when this hurricane comes, like, we are going to get freaking spanked. It's going to hurt. But you know what? All I can say is the storm's going to do what it's going to do, right? Everybody's like, why are you leaving? You're going and there's like this hurricane coming. Whether I stay or go, this hurricane's going to whoop up on my house. I'm just going to go be in Europe and just spend my last days of like, having a nice roof, live on, and I'm going to be in Europe. I don't know what to tell you. Like, Jesus, take the wheel. I don't know. If he's going to whoop up on my house, then that's what's going to happen, and that's his will. Then that's what's going to happen, whether I'm there or not. So, yeah, my assistant will be staying there for the time I'm gone. Yeah, coffee is so gross. How do I do a new color match? Oh, just text me and say, hey, did you get a color match with me before? Either way, just text me and say, hey, I just want a color match. You guys, I'm telling you, this makeup ain't no freaking joke. Let me tell you, whenever this, I sell so much of this makeup, I've earned two Mexico trips, a trip to Maui, a Mediterranean cruise for me and my family. What else? I've won awards. I won Artist of the Year 3 weeks ago. I like Artist of the Year. It's kind of cool. Oh my God. Hi, Riley. It's so good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, the hurricane's coming either way. We are going. Oh, I love your name, Vintage Junkie. You have to, if you want to message me, my assistant ordered these for me. It's a little croppy top. Look, it goes cute with leggings. Isn't she cute? She's a cute little, and then I have another one that's like, I have other Barbie ones that are little croppy tops. They're adorable. Yeah, so we were able to get someone to put a tarp on our roof, but it's like putting a freaking Band-Aid on a bullet hole. It's going to bleed out. You know what I mean? So my husband goes up there today and he's like, yeah, so it's kind of raining into the house again. And I was like, no. They had already come to do the water mitigation and all that stuff. And so now we have to, if you were not on vacation, would you stay in your home? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. We would probably stay only because we are more inland and we're not in a flood zone. So we are more worried about like what the wind is blowing. It's not that the wind is blowing or like that it's a lot of water, but so no flooding, but the wind is going to basically, it's going to whoop up on us for sure. But no, it's Barbie. That's the OG Barbie. The OG 1959. Have you packed up your Barbie collectible? Ron White, yes. It's not that the wind is blowing. It's what the wind is blowing. Oh, thank you so much. So basically, when was the last time you went to the Strawberry Festival? I go every year. Do you ever go? I'm a mama now. Like my son is 10, so we have to go every year. I think there's a couple years his dad took him, and so I didn't go, but we go every year. The Strawberry Festival is legit. Every March, baby, come get you some fresh strawberries. It's amazing. So anyways, yeah, so I'm getting my boys, my husband and my son, out of Florida a day early. So they are flying out Tuesday to New Jersey, which is where our connecting flight is to Brussels. And then I will fly out from the state that I'm in doing this surveillance. So I had to bring my whole entire suitcase for Europe to this state with me, just so I could take it from this state to this European vacation. My son's school, the county messaged, and they're like, yeah, we're not going to do school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's not going to work out. So now Ryan's out of school, which we had already planned on him being out of school for the 10 days because, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think it was 7 school days he was going to be out. So I got with his teachers the very first day of the school year, and I said, hey, this is happening. What can I do to make sure he stays on track? And he's a straight A student. Like, he's a good boy. And so they gave him work that he can do. And if I learned nothing from COVID, it's that they don't need to be at school 8 hours a day. They do that for us. Like, you know what I mean? Like, COVID taught me that, like, they need 2 hours max, get all the work done and move on with your life. That's why I'm like, homeschool mamas, y'all know what's up. Some of it seems dark for a pale girl. Fran, I'm so glad you said that. Everybody, when they look at my color match, they're like, are you on crack? I'm just wondering. I'm worried about you, girl. And I'm like, no, just listen. This makeup it always appears darker than it actually is. The opacity is different than liquid foundation. So when I color match you, try not to be terrified of the shade because it'll blend much, much lighter. So you kind of got to like, be like, all right, there's a reason this girl just won an award for selling millions of dollars of makeup because I know what I'm doing. Just trust me. Thank you so much. My husband is worried about my house. I'm worried about my house. But at the end of the day, look, Jesus take the wheel. He gonna do what he's gonna do whether I'm here or not. So I'm gonna go enjoy this free vacation that I earned. And there's about 60 other Saint artists going. And did you pack your valuables? We moved things out of the upstairs living room. I don't, like, what do you do? What do you do? I wanted to get like a pod, but then I was like, then the wind will just take it. Like, what do you do? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's, let the Jesus take the wheel. Jesus take the wheel. I don't know what to tell you. There's nothing you can do to like not lose your home. Like, I mean, there's some like safety measures you can take or whatever, but at the end of the day, what do you really do? You know, you just pray. All you can do is pray and ask the Lord to take care of you and, you know, trust. That's all you can do. I want to go to Australia so bad. So we are coming, Saint launches in Australia, I think at the end of this year, but things got kind of pushed back on the timetable a little bit. So I think we're launching in the UK in November and then Australia very soon after that. I hope they send me there because I want to meet some of y'all kangaroos. Y'all are so cool. The eyeshadow is powder. And when you get your color match, just comment the word match here and it'll send you, because I found out how to work technology. It doesn't work all the time. It's kind of an asshole. But if you comment the word match, then it'll send you my color match form. And then you just put your name and your selfie and then I'll get it and then I'll do your color match and send it back to you. And then you just text me and then we can just chat. Yeah, the boys are going, so it's going to be fun. By the way, this color, which one is this? Pomegranate. So this reddish color, a lot of people stray away from that, but look how pretty it is. I think that when you wear like that reddish color, it actually comes off as kind of a brown, but I also have green eyes, which is really nice. Oh my gosh, St. Pete got toe up for Helene. I'm so sorry. How was your home? How did your home hold up in St. Pete? I live inland, so I live in Plant City, which is just, never eat soggy waffle, east of Brandon. Y'all like how I have to do that because I'm 5. Okay, so there's pomegranate. Now let's add, like, I'm going to add Salem just because everybody's scared of this black color. See how much I picked up of Salem? Look, lay your brush on the side and just like tappy tap, tappy tap, tappy tap. See how much I picked up of Salem? Tap and blow. So, you see that? That's how much of Salem I picked up. And look, just lightly tap. It doesn't have to be like super crazy. Yeah, well, butterscotch is amazing. I love that color. I don't have her in this palette. Oh, yes, I do. That one's butterscotch. She's so pretty. But when you add this Salem color, she really adds like a really nice, dramatic, small little touch. It's really pretty. And add that with the pomegranate. So it kind of gives that little bitty pop of like the pinkish red underneath the... Ooh, the Salem as an eyeliner is nice. And if you want an actual eyeliner, there's a cream eyeliner that Saint has. It's called Black Friday. But the powders work really well too. So Salem is great for that. So I'm glad you made that suggestion. And I just kind of dust this like all over the outer corner. And then just like do little sweepies. Real light, real light. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. So we'll be in Europe. My assistant will stay at my house with the dogs and take care, hold down the fort, do all the things. I'm just going to go in with a little bit more of the pomegranate over that black. I like how deep you can kind of like build these colors and make them kind of whatever you want. And then I have a little trick for you. When you use Salem, if you use your finger to smudge out any look that you have with Salem, it looks really, really pretty and smudgy, like intentionally smudgy, and it looks really nice. And then I always add like a shimmer. Not usually a glitter, but usually a shimmer because I really like the shimmers. So if you take a color like, let me do Soulmate because I'm going to use my finger because I like the intensity when you use your finger. It's like a pinkish kind of, I'm obsessed. I got way too much. It's fine. Look how pretty that is. This is Soulmate. She looks really pink online, but look, I just stamp her. Thank you so much, Eliza. So no matter how dark your eyeshadow is, like you can always brighten it up with something, with a nice shimmer like that. I wish this light was better. I'm really sorry the light sucks. Yeah, Fran, are you in my beauty group on Facebook by any chance? I swear you were in there. Maybe I'm wrong. But I try to talk a lot about hooded eyes and like what happens as we get older and how we start to get lines and wrinkles and things like that. And how to wear your eyeshadow in a way that complements your eyes, but also makeup too. I like to talk about mature skin and how we start to lose color, like we start to get a little bit more sallow, we start to get more dry. And so, oh good, okay, I'm glad you're in there. Excuse me. And so this makeup is very hydrating. So I don't care if you're 12 years old or 112, you can wear this makeup. It's very beautiful, very hydrating. There's only 11 ingredients. They're very, very beautiful. And it just kind of like, it kind of gives you a really pretty glow on your skin. Like it's not obnoxious. It's just really pretty. Hey, Tiffany, you guys, Tiffany is my Nail Junkie 615. Nail Junkie 615. She does like custom press-ons, and she made these for me that I'm wearing now. She does like hand design, like any color, shape, size, style, length, whatever. And they're not super expensive, like some of the ones I've seen, but still really good. So yeah, that's her. So y'all have to reach out to her if you're a press-on girl. I went to the nail salon for 20 years straight, like every 2 weeks religiously. And then I had a poor reaction to the acetone one time. And I said, never again, because my fingers and hands like swole up like big balloons and they were itchy for like 2 weeks and I was in tears and it was a whole big thing. And so I said like, never again. And so she's like, I'll make you some nails. And I'm like, you can't do that. She's like a master's degree in like legal studies. What business does she have making nails? But she did, and they did, and she did, and it was beautiful. Yay! Yeah, if you have a round face, I can teach you how to contour for your face. I can teach you how to apply makeup for your face. So when you get a color match, by the way, when you get like I'm obsessed with good customer service, you guys. Like if you're new here and you're like, I don't know about this girl, ask any of my customers here. They'll tell you that my customer service is top notch. And I'm someone who's very self-deprecating. Like, I'm not that good or whatever. But my customer service is freaking legit. I will say great things about my customer service, because I can't stand poor customer service. So whenever you get a color match and you're like, hey, I would love to try this makeup, but I have this question, like get your color match. And then by that time you have my phone number and you have my email and you can just like text me or email me or whatever. And I am 1,100% like willing to help you. So just comment the word match. Thank you guys. I'm telling you, my customer service is on point because people doing customer service are assholes. They don't care. They're just like, I'm here for 4 more hours and I'm just going to make my dollars and then go home and then they complain I haven't gotten a raise. You know what I mean? Like people, they do customer service, but they don't actually want to serve other people. Right. And so that's, I insist on actually serving. I like to do the serving part of the customer service. Spell. I think they're about the same. I do not actually, hold on. I'm screenshotting that because my assistant, my boys, my husband and my son don't fly out until Tuesday. They're flying on Tuesday night to Newark, and I will fly out from where I'm at to Newark to meet them. But I will have my assistant put together whatever you guys want and make sure that I bring it so that I can make videos for you and kind of show you stuff like that. Thank you. I'll do spell is the shade of the month for October. It's gorgeous. Just get it. First of all, just get it. I don't know why I had to break it down by month. Like, can we just have everything every month? It's fine. I'm needy. It's fine. But anyways, Philly I think is a little bit cooler, and then Coco is just as pretty. I'll have to put them side by side because I've never done that. So we fly out of New Jersey. And then we fly into Brussels, and from Brussels we fly to Greece. So we'll go to Athens, Greece, and that's where the cruise starts. So we'll get to Athens it'll be Thursday, Athens time, Thursday morning. And so we'll stay at the hotel, which Saint actually they're covering the whole hotel. So we'll stay there Thursday night. Friday, Saint will come get us. They'll provide transportation to the port. So then we'll get on the ship, and we get to get on early. Like we have our own, there's about 60 Saint girls, and then we're all bringing guests. I think most all of us are bringing guests. So then you have the 60 Saint girls plus the guests. So it's like about 120 people. I'm bringing my husband and my son. Some people bring the kid, whatever. Anyway, so we start in Greece, and then we go to Santorini. So the cruise ship will go around Europe. And so Santorini, Turkey, and then Cyprus, and Naples, Pompeii, like all those places. And then we will, at the end of the 8-day cruise, on the 9th day, we will go straight from the port in Rome. So we start in Greece, end up in Rome. And then from Rome, we will fly home. So we will fly from Rome all the way to, I think we go, Munich. We'll go from Rome to Munich, Munich to Washington, and Washington to Florida. So we are leaving Tuesday night, and we will get back the following Sunday. So like almost 2 weeks later, at like 2 a.m. It's going to be a long freaking trip. But you know what? I am not someone who like pats myself on the back very much, but I freaking earned this trip. Like you guys, like my customers, you guys are friggin' rocking my world. Like the way that you guys trust me with your makeup, but also the way that you allow me to serve you and be like someone that you can count on for like makeup help or whatever. When they did those awards too, and they were like Artist of the Year, I was like, that's my customers. There's no way, like you can't sell this much makeup to people who don't trust you. Do you know what I mean? So the fact that my customers trust me as much as you guys do, it just means the world to me. Because if you're new here, I'll just give you a really quick rundown. Like I'm 40, and for the last 40 years, I've been the ugly fat girl my whole life, and everybody's made sure to tell me. And so going from that to being someone that people actually can count on for like, makeup and beauty stuff is kind of absurd to me. And it's just, I kind of got good at makeup because I wanted to hide behind it. And then I kind of learned that, I wanted to teach other women not to hide behind it. So then it forced me not to hide behind it. So you guys are like the real MVPs. So every award that I won and this trip that I'm going on is all because of you guys. It's all because of the customers. It's all because a huge group of women trusted me to make them feel beautiful and confident. And so I think it's really cool. So I'm really excited. So thank you so much. Oh, thank you for telling me that. Now I have to look up the weather there. It's supposed to be hot. So, so this is my favorite lippy right now is this color called Royal, which when I color match you, this is what I was saying. So by the way, if you're just popping on, comment match, get a color match for this. I'll color match you to all the shades. So I use Royal, which looks really dark, But this color is this. That's how pretty it is. And then Sunshine State on top. Isn't that a pretty lippy? And because it's a little bit of shimmer, it kind of makes your lips pop a little bit. It's kind of cool. Yeah, so there's that. So anyways, I have a surveillance tonight here in this state that I'm not allowed to say. Per my contract, I'm not allowed to stay where I'm at. So I'm not gonna. They said, we know you talked about the story in your social media, but you can't say what state you're in. So I'm not. That's what we're not going to do. But anyway, so I'm here, and then we'll go straight from here to Europe, and it'll be really wild. I will get you a link. Aren't they so cool? I think the site is called Rare Romance, and they're really cool. I like girly stuff that's like, kind of like, what do you call it? Like, not goth, but like edgy. You know what I mean? Like funky, edgy, like chunky, funky, whatever. That's kind of my style. So they have a lot of really, really cool stuff. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. For once in my life, I'm like, you know what? I deserve this. And I think it'll be cool because I did used to live in Italy. I lived in Italy twice, and when I was younger. And so I'll be able to take my son at his age to Italy at the age I was when I lived there, and kind of like show him, I don't know, a little bit about where I used to live and stuff like that. So I think that's going to be one of the most amazing parts of this trip. Like, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. So the fact that I get to share that with my son is really cool. And it's all because of makeup. It's all because of connections. It's all because, I've connected with all of you. And I just want to tell y'all guys, y'all saved my life. Y'all have saved my life. Like my customers, my people, my audience, whatever. Y'all saved my life because, hold on, where's this thing? Does this thing just pull up? Oh, it does. Okay. So here's how. So I'm going to tell you. So when I was, as I told you, I'm 40 years old, and I've been made fun of and bullied for 40 years. Like, it's just something that's happened to me, and people have called me fat and ugly, and I just don't fit in. I've never been good enough. Like, and now I'm like, you know what? If I'm too much, go find less. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you do? But it wasn't until I started showing up here on social media, and people were like, hey, like, I love to hear what you have to say. And then people started, connecting with me, and they were like, hey, what's this makeup? And I was like, don't trust me. And they're like, no, you have something here. And so if it wasn't for the encouragement of you guys, I would have never continued like doing videos. Like, I was like, that's stupid. Like, who's going to listen to me? And y'all did. And millions of dollars in makeup sales later, here we are. And I think it is the coolest thing that the one thing I thought I could never be is the one thing that has made me the most successful. And I think that that's really cool. And so I just can't thank you guys enough for the love that you've, poured into me. And I don't know, the friendships, just even like when people get a color match from me, even women that I never talk to again, or even women that don't buy the makeup or whatever, we still talk. Like, I'll still message them. They'll still message me. Like, we still talk. There's nothing weird. Like, so why didn't you buy my makeup? Like, it's just not my thing. So I think it's really cool that we can connect, in different levels and still just talk like humans. I hate sales because it makes me so uncomfortable and weird, but you guys make it easy, and you guys make it just normal. Like, it should just be like a normal conversation, right? So anyways, that's where I'm at with it. I just broke a nail. my nail flew off, so now I have to glue it back on. And I feel like I bumped it on this desk, so now I just have to pop it back on. Speaking of that, so when you do custom press-ons for my best friend, which we've been best friends for like almost 30 years, by the way, so that's who I go to for my nails. But anyway, she does like custom designs. So this one's like a really pretty shiny one with some stars, and then this color. So this is actually 2 sets that I mixed and matched, but go see Tiffany. She's really good. I don't know why she went to school for legal studies. We don't know. We talk about it, and we're like, I don't know what happened there, but she found something else. And I don't know what she's doing with her legal studies degree, but now she's making nails and made it a full-time business. How does Saint do with mature oily skin? Oh my gosh, Linda, get the Saint. Okay, Mature skin, yes. Oily skin, yes. And here's why. When you have mature skin, as our skin matures, we start to lose hydration, right? But not only that, we start to lose color, and we start to, get the texture and the lines and wrinkles. This makeup won't settle and crease and cake in the lines and wrinkles. There's no alcohol in it. So it's not going to put pigment on your face and then evaporate the moisture and pull the moisture from your skin. There's only 11 ingredients and they're all hydrating. There's no alcohols. So it just kind of like melts into your skin and creates this really beautiful, like glowy look instead of this like cakey, dry, powdery look. Not to mention, if your skin is oily, it's usually an indication that it's dry, because if your skin's oily, it's your body's way of saying produce more oil, need more hydration. This will give you the hydration. Also, I know you didn't ask about this, but if you are someone who has acne prone skin, this has beeswax in it. Beeswax is really, really good for healing the skin. So I stopped breaking out 100%. When I started using this makeup, and it was about two weeks after. Like, go back, you'll see. Go back and there's a lot of videos, but you can go back a couple years, like 2.5 years, and look at my skin then and look at my skin now. Granted, I'm 40 now, so I started doing some like skin stuff, but you'll see before I started doing the skin stuff that how my makeup has improved my skin. And I just think it's because there's not any kind of special ingredients. There's just a lot of ingredients that aren't necessary, and the alcohols. So this makeup will, except for my period, I might get a nice little pimple pop up somewhere, but other than that, it's really, really good. Yes, thank you, Lynette. Better balanced. You say you go on surveillance looking incognito, but that face is first of all, thank you so much. Second of all, I just thought about it. There's no window tint on the rental car, but it's fine. I could do surveillance on a freaking skateboard. I lived in Italy for 2 or 3 years between the 2 times I lived there. But I was little, though. I'd like to go back as an adult, which I am now, so I'm excited. Oh, and by the way, I do 2 jobs. So I'm going to do my makeup, which is one job, to do my other job, which is private investigator. And so this is how I mix the 2. I just got ready for work with you guys. And so now you guys can buy makeup. Thank you so much. You guys are so, so sweet. I love you so much. Like, the encouragement that you guys have shown... the encouragement that you guys have shown to others through, do I get nervous? No, girl. No. It's like putting on your underwear. There's one foot in front of the other. You know what I mean? Like one leg at a time. Did you really go to Europe to escape the hurricane? Connie, we're flying to Europe, but it was already I earned a Mediterranean cruise for me and my family through Saint, because I do really good with the sales. And so, they gave me a cruise. And so it just happens to be when the hurricane's about to hit. So that's what we're doing. Thinking of buying myself. What are you doing? You turning 55? Girl, buy it. Do color match. I got you, girl. Hey, I almost said hit the match button. Comment the word match. I'll get you a free color match, and then you can... I'll tell you what shades. But when I color match you, I swear to God, I'm not on crack. I do not do drugs. I don't even drink. I mostly don't eat candy also, but I am. But I don't drink coffee either. Anyways, get the color match. Trust my color match. I'm going to look like a psycho nutcase cuckoo bananas, but I promise you everything's fine. That's all. Oh, thank you for listening to the podcast too. We are coming to Australia very, very soon. I love you kangaroos and the UK. Spice Girls. Hashtag Spice Girls. Anyways, I'm going to go do a surveillance. Go to Walmart. Get a heated blanket for this hotel, because I do not do without a heated blanket. I live in Florida, where it's like 100 degrees outside Fahrenheit. I sleep with a heated blanket all year long. Yes, I'm heading to work now. You've been bullied, but I bet you get hit on now. How do you handle that? I get hit on a lot. I get hit on a lot now. It's weird because, like, I think it's interesting and a little sad, but what do you do? How people treat you when you're not 300 pounds anymore. So when you've been on the 300-pound scale and people are like, they just don't give you the time of day. But now I walk into a room and every single head turns and I'm like, why? It's because I'm blonde and I have nice makeup. I'm telling you, it's the makeup. Like, my makeup is flawless. It's flawless. But it's weird that I feel like people are almost like more intimidated by you. They're nicer to you. And it's like, why do we do that? But that's why I feel like it takes a group like you guys, which is why I'm so grateful for this community here that you guys have created. Because did you guys see it is the makeup 100%. Did you guys see the video I posted where I was tickling my son and I was wearing like boxer shorts, like just shorts, like regular length shorts from Victoria's Secret, like not booty shorts or cheeky shorts, just regular fucking shorts, and a t-shirt with a sports bra under it and a sweater. And someone said, "I can't believe you're tickling your son wearing that." And I'm like, you got hoes out here showing all their giblets to every damn body, out here in front of God and everybody, all willy-nilly, just letting it all hang out, chewed up bubblegum and chopped bologna with their youngins, and you yelling at me because I'm on my son, tickling him, kind of picking on him a little bit for how he always like, says, mommy, watch this. And I was doing that to him, and they were like, they sexualized it. And I was like, y'all are, like, people are mean, y'all. People are so freaking, I was like, y'all are out of control. Y'all need to quit. Y'all got mommy issues, and it shows. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Chrissy said it's not the makeup. You're beautiful and your personality. Thank you. I love you so much for that. But anyways, y'all keep spreading the like positivity. I just love whenever I go to a post and someone has said something mean, and y'all don't. My people don't say nothing mean back. Like they'll be like, well, your mom or whatever, but nothing like super mean. My people, like the community that you guys have created here, you can tell it's my people because they're like, hey, try being a little nicer. Like, don't be a jerk. You know what I mean? Instead of like, well, you're ugly and you're fat and, you know, how does it feel? Ha ha. Like, none of y'all really do that. Like, you guys are like, hey, if you don't have nothing nice to say, just like move on. And I think I just respect you guys so much for the way that you handle things and the way that you like defend your friends. And I just think it's really cool. You guys are pretty amazing. So thank you so much. I love you. Girl, I can't with what these girls are wearing. They are wearing shorts that cut their camel toe in half. Like, give me a break. It was fine. And I wouldn't want my mom calling on me with no pants on or with like short shorts. And I was like, short shorts, huh? So you knew I was wearing shorts. That's fine. I don't know. What do you do? So anyways, it's 8 o'clock. I'm going to leave my hotel. And I'm going to go do this surveillance, go to Walmart, get my heated blanket and some snacks. This cannot be dinner. But these are delicious. Have you guys had? Anyways, get those. I'll keep you up to date on Jen McKenzie. She called me out my middle name, Mackenzie Jean. That's my middle name, Jean. I used to hate it because I was like, Jean, that's the old lady's name. Because that was my grandma's name. And now I love it because I love the connection and, you know. But when you're little, you want like a cool name, and that wasn't a cool name. And now you'll see me talk, and I'll be like, dang it, Mackenzie Jean. I'll tell myself that. Since Saint has switched to the affiliate program, will you still be able to earn these kind of trips? Yes. Actually, oh, by the way, real quick before I go, the Saint's new loyalty rewards I thought it was going to be stupid. I was like, man, this is stupid. Like, we need to do better for the customers. So much better. You can earn more. So now you have when you sign into your Saint account, go to like loyalty links or whatever, you have if you are a customer of mine, and if you're not, you can just sign up as a customer, use your link, share it with a friend or whatever. And if they buy makeup from it, you start earning like free stuff. And so I'm talking, not only can you earn free makeup now, but there's like a loyalty shop, and it's exclusive items that you can only get at the loyalty shop. And it's like makeup bags and like a travel cream. Some of the stuff I ordered, but now I can't go home because of the hurricane. So now I have to go straight from where I'm at to Europe, but I had my husband pack it. So when I get into Greece, I'm going to show them all to you. So I'm really excited because I got everything so I can show them to you guys. So the new loyalty links, the new loyalty program is really good, and I thought it wouldn't be. So really excited for that. And then, yeah, just don't hesitate to ask me whatever questions you guys have. And I love you. And I hope you have a great night. And I have to go to work now. So I love you. I'll talk to you guys later. Comment match. Just comment the word match. And I will, it just asks you to upload a selfie. I will color match you. While I'm on surveillance, I can pull up your picture and I can like do color matching stuff. I'm kind of cheat and do 2 jobs at once. But hey, it doesn't not work. It's fine. I'm geeking out that you even read my question. No, I'm geeking out that I even caught it because I have ADHD so bad. So when I look at I hate that there are some questions that go by that like I forget to answer, or I'm like, oh, I got to answer that. And then I forget. I feel so bad because I want everyone to feel like seen and heard and loved. And so if I miss one and someone's like, you didn't answer my question, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So, and I don't know if you guys know this, but you can also message me, but my social media is a little bit of a zoo. But if you text me on my business number, the comment that I pinned, like it says comment match, which on Instagram, if you comment the word match, so if you like put match in the comments, it'll send your DM. I have it set up to send you the color match link, and then you just click it and then you go upload your selfie for the color match. But you can also just DM me, or you can just text me and be like, hey, like I want to get color match, dude. Like, and it's literally me. Like it's just me. If you text me and say like, hey girl, hey, and it's like a message that's like, if it's a message, you got it. If it's a message that says like, hey, it's Mackenzie, there's a sale, just letting you know, reply stop to stop getting messages from me. They make me say that. I have to put that in my message because I use a program to mass text because I have like 30,000 customers. I can't send 30,000. I can't do that like manually. So if you ever get a message from me that says reply stop, like don't reply stop. I will come after you. Don't reply stop. Just know that I have to say that. You can just reply to me and be like, girl, not interested, thanks. Or just don't reply, or just be like, oh, hey, cool. Like, ask me questions, whatever. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's just know that you can, it's me. I'm real and human. So, okay. What was I going to say? I guess that's it. I guess I'll go to work now and stop stalling. Okay, love you guys. Have a good night. Bye.